This video is a compilation of all the leaks out of Apple that have been reported by reputable sources about the iPhone 16 lineup. Hey, what's going on everybody? I have the iPhone 15 Pro here, a phone that came out barely a month ago, and already we're getting some really big leaks out of Apple about its successor, the iPhone 16, and that lineup next year. This video is not going to cover every single rumor out there. Rather, I'm going to discuss all the leaks that have been reported by reputable and credible sources. These sources include Forbes, Mac Rumors, Mashable, Haitong, and several insider interviews by the same sources. So without further ado, let's get started. And as we're talking about this, guys, I'd really appreciate if you can subscribe to this channel and like this video. I really appreciate your support. Beginning with the display, there haven't been any significant changes to the display sizes since the iPhone 12, but according to reliable sources, the upper tier iPhone 16 models are going to get a noticeable upgrade. Display sizes are going up on the iPhone 16 Pro and the 16 Pro Max. This update is going to add 7 grams to the weight of the phones. Both of the models will be the same thickness as the current models, the 15 Pro and the 15 Pro Max. The dimensions of the next base iPhone and iPhone Plus will be identical to the current ones, though there's a tiny change in their weight, an extra 2 grams on each. This likely means that the iPhone 16 and Plus will not get the slimmer bezels that were part of the iPhone 15 Pro and Pro Max. The dimensions seem to be consistent with the idea that the displays are going to get bigger on the Pro iPhones, while the weights suggest that titanium is staying on the Pro but will not be included onto the regular iPhones. The most exciting of the recent leaks about the iPhone 16 relate to a possibility of a new button on the next year's iPhones. Mac Rumors is reporting that a new button will be added to the next generation of iPhones. Mac Rumors is the same source that last year leaked the possibility of an action button on the iPhone 15s. Unlike the current physical action button, the presumptively titled capture button will not move. Rather, it's going to be solid state. Solid state buttons are panels that feature haptic feedback sensations that simulate real button presses like the iPhone SE's home button. Apple reportedly planned on introducing solid state buttons with the iPhone 15 Pro models, but instead we got a customizable action button. Of the current iPhones, only the iPhone 15 Pro and the Pro Max feature the action button. However, the action button is going to debut across the entire family of iPhones, making it the defining feature of iPhone 16 family. With every new iPhone, Apple has introduced an improved and cutting-edge camera. iPhone 16 release will be no different. Apple debuted a new zoom lens with a tetra prism design on the iPhone 15 Pro Max, which simply means that engineers found a way to fold the shooter so that it still has telephoto capabilities without taking up too much space. This new camera increases the Pro Max's optical zoom from 3x to 5x. Next year's models are expected to introduce the iPhone 15 Pro Max's tetra prism telephoto lens throughout the iPhone 16 lineup. The other upgrade relates to the ultra-wide camera. The current models of the iPhone include a 48 main, 12MP ultra-wide, and a 12MP telephoto camera. In the next rendition of the iPhone, the ultra-wide will be upgraded to the 48MP with better light gathering. This would mean that ultra-wide camera performance will improve significantly, especially in the dark. Finally, let's talk about the performance of the iPhone 16 lineup. Regarding the chip, A17's upgrade A18 is coming with some bittersweet news. The iPhone 16 models with this chip are going to have a lower battery life. This is because the next generation chip is going to have tremendous performance, but at the expense of power efficiency. The iPhone 16 and 16 Plus are going to have a less advanced version of the A18. The iPhone 15 Pro and 15 Pro Max have 8 GB of RAM, while their lower tier models, the 15 and 15 Plus, have 6 GB of RAM. Next year though, 16 and 16 Plus are expected to join the club of 8 GB of RAM. What's an amazing news is that iPhone 16 Pro models are going to support Wi-Fi 7. Current models only support Wi-Fi 6E. To put that in perspective, Wi-Fi 7 should offer transfer speeds that exceed 40 GB per second. That will quadruple what Wi-Fi 6E can do. Now, these details are from pre-production that will undergo months of testing for quality checks before making the final cut. So we might not see all of these features next year, but it is interesting to learn about the new features that Apple is testing for the next phones. That concludes this video. If you enjoyed it, please subscribe to this channel and like this video. I appreciate your support and thank you for watching.